Top of the day to you viewers, and welcome to another edition of your program, The Conversation, coming to you live from TV 360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Nelson Ekujumi, and I have here with me in the studio on The Conversation, Comrade Murphy Abadan. Comrade Murphy, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. I greet you, viewers.
Yes, in this edition of the program today, we are going to look at the new kid on the block in Senegal, on the African continent. That I'm talking of President Bassirou Faye, who was sworn into office just yesterday, about 24 hours ago, in the nation's capital, Dakar, where we had dignitaries from all over the world witnessing the swearing of the 44 years old, former prisoner who has now, mounted the saddle in the presidential palace. And for me, it's a welcome development on the African continent that we have this young man who has been entrusted with the destiny of the people of Senegal, and we wait to see how he will exhibit the leadership qualities that is expected of him for the good of the Senegal people as well as the African continent. And for me, I watched the videos as well as photographs, and I saw that the young man has 2 wives, and the party was in the opposition. The party, it was only released and installed on the ballot few days to the election. It could be that some of the votes could be as a result of the sympathy votes, as well as we must also not forget that he had this strong relationship with Sonko, whom he has just appointed today as the prime minister. So for me, it's not about the age. It's about what are you bringing to the table. What are the problems confronting the people of Senegal? How prepared are you to govern, that country? I'm sure by now the euphoria of electing a 44 years old young man as the president of Senegal will be gradually, going down. People will now be waiting to see how you are going to marshal plans to address the problems, bedeviling Senegal. One problem I know for sure that that is bedeviling a lot of African countries is the issue of youth unemployment. The issue of industrialization is also there. Then the issue of security, creation of jobs, and then from historical perspective, Senegal is a country noted for rich, cultural heritage. One hopes that this government that we have on the saddle now will also put in place machinery to attract tourists to this country and generate revenue. So for me, as much as I'm excited about this young man assuming the reins of power, what I will be asking him will not be, what is your age? Rather, at the end of his tenure, I'll be among those who will be asking him, in what way have you impacted on the lives of the people of Senegal as well as the people of Africa?
Yes, let me re-echo you. He says one of the things you will not be asking him is, what is your age? Fantastic. And I've always said that it's not about the age. It's about what you have got to offer.
Your capacity, your capability.
At 44, you are a full-grown man by all standards. You are a full-grown man. I think, let me first of all say congratulations to him, Faye, congratulations to Senegalese, congratulations to Africa. But beyond that, I think it's time we begin to talk about what has this young man got to offer the Senegalese economy. What has he got to offer the Senegalese people in terms of security, employment, which has been a major challenge in Africa. And these two actually goes together. Once
Absolutely.
you tackle unemployment,
You tackle
indirectly you have tackled insecurity.
Yes, I agree.
So
Yeah.
these are the things I want to hear maybe weeks or months from now. I want to hear and see its developmental plans for the people of Senegal. Good enough. This is like another case of a Nelson Mandela who from prison to president. This is another case
of
Obasanjo
in Nigeria.
Even Obasanjo
yes.
In Nigeria, who moved from prison to president. So it's a good one for those who actually believe that the young people should be given opportunity, that the young people can do it better. I think now we have one there, and it's an opportunity to also give him all your supports in whichever form you think you can. And let's see what he has to offer to the Senegalese people. It's a good one. Kudos to him, kudos to the Senegalese people, kudos to those who believed in him, who voted him, kudos to him who, the electoral body, the electoral umpire, who also made it possible for somebody like him to emerge. It's a good one. It means we're moving forward as Africans.
I think when I hear giving young people opportunity, I'm not sure there has ever been a time that young people have been debarred from aspiring. Like you and I know very well that power is not given a la carte.
Power is not even given a la carte.
The struggle for power is the struggle of life and death.
My dad of his blessed memory would always say, he doesn't like slogans like social program for women. This is for women. Women, no. He said women are human beings. He said the moment you begin to say this particular this to a part, he said
you are treating them as if they are disadvantaged.
Yes, and that is why I'm saying is because of the way some youths will always tell you should be given the opportunity. You say no.
You know, Murphy, let me even, for the benefit of our viewers, as I'm sitting down here, I remember when I was growing up. I grew up taking up position of responsibility among elders as early as age 16 to 18. You know what happened? Whenever there's security issues in my environment, electricity problems, drainage and what have you,
you are there.
I'm always there. So it got to a stage when those elders want to take decision, they will be, go and call that young man. He must be here.
Yes, call him.
He's the one that will implement it for us. So it got to a stage that when we hold a meeting and those old men and old women want to go with us, I'll tell them, I'll say, Baba, sit down. Don't move. We will have the energy.
Let's go and do it.
Let's go and we'll come and give you
feedback.
It's you that will tell us, don't go this way, go like this, because you have seen more of life. Yeah. So when people say they should give, young people have to show ability. Leadership is about life. Nobody will give leadership to somebody because you are young
or because you are old.
No. And that is why in the last election in Nigeria or anywhere, people will look at your history, even though we recognize that a lot of our people also make their choice based on reasons best known to them. Yeah, it's within their rights.
It's simple. Religious, ethnicity, and...
what have you?
Yes.
So because of whatever they are going to get on that day.
Yes.
So, but the truth of the matter is that for anybody aspiring to the position of leadership, you need to groom yourself. You must be prepared.
Yes, you must.
You must show capacity. The capacity you show over a small thing. Like they say, to whom much is given.
Much is expected.
If you can show capacity in little things, be rest assured, you'll be entrusted with larger tasks.
That's correct.
But sadly, we live in a society today where the young people behave as if we should go and kill all the old people and allow... No!
The entitlement mentality. Which has also become a challenge in our society of today.
It has become a challenge, yes. Because there's this Yoruba proverb that ọmọdé gbọ́n, àgbà gbọ́n, la fi dálé Ifẹ̀. Meaning that the town Ife was created as a result of the wisdom of both the young and the old. Society is made up of a mixture of everybody.
That's serious.
Yes, because what a young man standing on an Iroko tree, I'm going proverbial again, cannot see, an old man sitting down
on the floor.
On the floor can see far ahead. You know. So we once again we congratulate, like you have rightly said, we congratulate the people of Senegal.
Yeah.
We congratulate President Bassirou Faye, but it should be rest assured, we are not enamored with his looks. Rather, we are focused on what he has to offer the people of Senegal.
Yeah, the changes he has to bring.
The changes he has to bring to better the life of Senegal and place Senegal on the world map better than what his predecessors did.
That's true.
Because Senegal is one country, one of the good things about Senegal is that Senegal has had an unbroken democratic history. It's one country in Africa that has never had a military intervention.
That's true.
You know, so one hopes that...
and that is actually supposed to be a very big advantage
absolutely,
to the Senegalese people.
To the Senegalese people. So we wish President Faye a successful and fulfilling tenure for the benefit of the people of Senegal.
Absolutely.
We hope his youthfulness will impact greatly on Senegal as well as help to propel the African continent, you know, to greater heights. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we'll call it a wrap on this first stanza of the program, The Conversation. We'll be right back. Please continue to watch The Conversation as we go on a short break. We'll be right back.